because, of course, Kanye put out this album, and the title is Jesus is King. If you haven't heard it already, I encourage everybody to take a look at it. It's a good album on its own, but really the significance for why we're talking about it on the show is because, of course, the title, Jesus is King, and the theme. Every song is Christian-themed. There's no swears, no cussing. All the themes are built around, giving yourself to God and this kind of thing. And, to me, really what's important is not the album itself, but it's about this cultural significance. To have an album called Jesus is King by the #1 celebrity in the planet, to me, that's like the biggest white pill of all. Because I look at this in contrast with like every other piece of media that's put out for like my entire life. I mean, who are the biggest celebrities? Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, Rihanna, Justin Bieber. It seems like every music video I watch, every song that I hear on the radio, it is satanic. You look at some of the imagery in these music videos, and there's no other way to describe it. It's satanic. It's demonic imagery. It's wings. It's snakes. It's vipers. It's weird BDSM stuff. Not making it up. Taylor Swift music video, the Billie Eilish music video, Ariana Grande. They're wearing like rubber BDSM gear. This is the kind of stuff that we see all day long. It's not just in the music, but it's everywhere. It's in the advertisements, it's in the television shows, the movies. You cannot consume a single piece of mainstream media in this day and age without a hidden Freemason symbol, without a hidden mark of the beast, without some kind of snake, mixed race, BDSM, degeneracy, whatever. And, so I see an album like this, and this, to me, more than anything, gives me hope. To me, this is when you really start to see the bigger picture, where you really start to understand maybe the concept of the energy, the Holy Spirit, that there are bigger forces at work than just us. However black-pilled you might get, you might look at things and say, I'm on Twitter, I'm a groiper, what am I really going to change, I have an Instagram account, I post funny memes or whatever, I'm trying to get people to pray the rosary. What can I really do to transform society? Things are so broken. But you see something like this where one guy, obviously a very powerful guy, very influential, Kanye West, one of the biggest celebrities in the world, maybe one of the biggest celebrities of all time, honestly, to put out an album that is so explicitly, unambiguously Christian. And the title is an affirmation that Jesus is King, Jesus is Lord. To see one person make such a difference, the ripple effect, the dominoes that fall because of this, because he makes an album. When you think about music that has a replay value, that has a value that's not partisan or not, totally a part of intellectual space, this is something that people listen to all the time, that resonates with people. Music is something that changes people. To see somebody like that put out an album so bold, so courageous, so on message, to me it's just so inspiring. It shows everybody, if everybody were to behave like this, if everybody were to say, if Kanye West can do it and say, I used to make albums that say, you're such a fucking hoe, and, this kind of stuff. If he can say, okay, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I don't care about what my image is. I don't care what the reaction is, what the sales look like. I'm going to put out an album called Jesus is King because the only person I fear is God, is what he said in one of his interviews. If he can do that, then we can all do that. Then we could all put aside everything else and say, Jesus is King. The ultimate victory belongs to Jesus Christ. We don't really have to worry about the how we're going to get there, what has to fall into place, the plan, the obstacles. The worry has to subside when you realize who's in control, who has the ultimate victory. You have this conviction, you have the courage of your conviction, the moral courage to say, this is what's right, we know it's right, we believe that we have the ultimate victory, and that's how it happens. That's how we get it. But with everybody, they do not have the same conviction as somebody that only fears God. Think about it like that. You only fear God. Who can stop you? We are with God. Who else is there, right? We're going up against devil worshippers, Masons. We're going up against, Jews, atheists, homosexuals. These people cannot stop us, right? To see an album that says Jesus is King, it's anti-abortion, it's anti-porn, it's all this. Doesn't that just fill you with optimism? Aren't you just filled with energy because of this? I really do believe that nobody can stop us. There's this sense of destiny. The way things are lining up, the way things are coming together, it seems like there is some sense of fate, some sense of destiny, some sense that a path has been cleared so that we can move forward. I'm not the only one who feels this way. Everybody who I talk to, whether it's people in DC, other e-celebrities, whether it's people that watch the show, everybody knows what I'm talking about. Everybody's feeling that same energy. Everybody's filled with the same optimism, the same hope. I think we really do have a real opportunity to push all the way.